So there's one thing that I don't want to claim knowledge over because I don't know. I'm not huge on theory, so therefore I don't want to get into and get lost in those details. Essentially, what you want to do, particularly when it comes to this style, is just listen to your intuition. You listen to your instincts and try to follow that impulse that you have inside while you're playing, even alone or with the band or to backing track. Either way, you really have to find the sweet spot and find an interesting way to build within your elements. And it can be as simple as playing on with just by yourself, playing on one single guitar, or the same rules would apply even if you're working through a band or if you're writing your songs or whatever. So what I want to encourage you and what I want to shine light on this today in this video is that the importance of discovering your connections and how you can work through the same key with several positions and how to make your playing interesting and unique and enjoyable, both for the player, for you, and for your audience. So this is very important. And I know some of you guys like to ask for tabs and stuff because I feel like that's a solid connection for many of you that you can in an instant just go to. But the problem is with the tabs, let me explain why it's not the most desirable way to learn guitar playing. If we think about this style as the slash style playing as a language, like a universal language where ideally you can get to. And think about this language that you have all the tools that you need to say whatever you want. You can say anything you want. As compared to, or as opposed to, if you're reading tabs, you have a limitation there. So you can only say what you were taught to say. Let me give you an example. So if I'm learning this language, let's make this connection now to English. You learn English and you can say good morning because that's what you said, and maybe that would be something like this. Right? That's an example, and you want the tabs for, and you learn that to say. But in order to be fluent and expressive and to expand and to go to other different levels, much higher levels, you have to have the capacity to learn this language without barriers, to put it in a use that you can say whatever you want and you don't need any guidance, you don't need tabs, but you can still go there. And this is the point, this is what I'm trying to get you to, and for you to discover this. And I promise, once you discover these things, you will quickly realize how much freedom it gives you and how much more joy and possibilities lays within this technique rather than reading tabs. Luckily, I came from a generation that was before the internet, and for me this was a more natural process. Of course, there were tabs and stuff, and at the time some, not as much as these days, or there was no such information, there was no YouTube guitar teachers or stuff, so I had to dig a little bit harder to get where I wanted to go, but I think that was a good kickstart for me. But I still want to latch on to this old school approach, and I want you guys to spend time and really work your way through, because at the end it will be much more resulting. It was going to be something that you'll quickly understand how much better of an approach this would be. But to give you guys something today as an example, let's see what kind of opportunities do we have and how can we expand within the same key, staying in the same key but working through several positions, because that is what makes slash and those people who play the slash style really efficient, outstanding. So for that you will have to have a solid knowledge on working through several positions within the same key. Alright, so let me give you guys an example. I'm talking too much here and there's no demonstration. Alright, so let's see what we can do. was a good one to demonstrate that it's just a lot of emotion, a lot of opportunities to work your way through on different feelings and mixing emotions. There was like, you know, the very edgy rock and roll type of stuff in there, but at the same time there was a part of the lick that was like very like just sweet and melodic and delightful, and combining these, it's really essential for you to take your audience to different places when you play music, because at the end, listeners, they just want, why we're listening to music, we want to feel, we desire a certain mood, right? When you put on like certain songs, you put them on because you want to feel a certain way. And as a producer, as a guitar player, as someone who produces, writes music, you have to have this ability, you have to know how to work your way through and how to create emotions. But this you're never gonna learn from tabs, because this has to happen on an inner level, and you have to find your way through, you have to experiment, you have to sit down. But I want to encourage you guys, this should be always a joyful process, and this should always be an experimental thing, but in an adventurous way, and it should never be boring, it should never be twice the same time, you know, like this should always be a challenge for you. And I encourage you to find joy within the process and sit down and explore and discover your instrument. Find a way how you can say the things that is inside you, how you can project it through your guitar. Okay, I don't want to talk too much. I think this is plenty of information for today's video for you guys. Once again, thank you so much. I received tons of heartwarming comments from you, and it's very, very heartwarming. It's really encouraging, and I'll do my best to keep the channel improved and get you guys the best information that you can get to overcome the gap that you might have right now, but you'll see quickly enough you'll be there where you just want to be. Okay, thank you so much. My name is Laszlo. Please hit like, comment, subscribe. All of them are greatly appreciated. And then until see you guys next time. All right, I'm out. Peace. See you.